So yeah, I think that was a done deal there. Let's have a look at Rainbow on the rear meter with DRS now. 0.3 of a second, 0.2 of a second.
I think that's easily through there, isn't he?
Yeah, that's a given, that one, I think. Or
but
is
he's
it?
got the harder corner to take. Oh,
And that's beautiful driving there from it. It just carries straight across his line, saying, look, you're not going anywhere, I'm coming through.
That hairpin is just such a difficult corner to be able to slow your car down quick enough to be able to take that tight a line. It's so sharp, it just makes it almost impossible.
So, games mirror on the mediums.
Yeah, I think he's just doing more of a safer bet because I think he knows that the rain's coming towards the end of the race, so 22, 23 laps, that's when I would predict. And obviously, you want to make sure that you've got enough life in the tyre to survive. But obviously, if you're on the harder compound, you're nearer sort of the wet tyres anyway. So when the rain does come, you won't be suffering anywhere near as much as if you was on the softs or on the super softs. The ultra softs, sorry.
So a little bit of lag there for Rainbow.
But Blackbird on the back end.
You're going to see Sturk make a move on Meta before you're going to see Zoxer make a move on Blackbird, but I could be wrong.
Well, I think you might be bang on the money, as Sturk is already really close to the back end of Meta. Meta just seemed to be really slow going out of the exit ping pong, and here he goes.
But Zoxer is going to get past, there you go.
And Blackbird's just a bit too far back to be able to even attempt a defensive move, although Zoxer lost the back end a little bit there.
Oh, a little bit of contact there between Meta and Sturk. Just a little bit of kiss.
Little kiss. And actually, Meta's trying to go back. Oh, they've come together. Now they're in the wall. That is not good for them two. That is one of them needs to stop. I don't think Sturk's wing actually... Oh, no, he has. He's missing an end play on the right-hand side. He also doesn't have DRS, but they both lost places to Mr. Mouse.
That is a wipeout. That's Sturk saying goodbye to this league, I believe.
And interestingly, Meta's still in.
Don't know for how long. That was a big incident.
It was. He's going to be very frustrated, but he's going to be it'll be a side of him that is very happy that he survived and the Sturk didn't.
Yeah. So let's look at some overtakes. Blackbird and Zoxon, possibly. Blackbird's tyres are getting a little bit old.
Oh, that was a lock-up. Meta's retired as well. So
well, I look forward to reading about that chat later.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. Whatever composure they had at the start of the warm-up, because the lights are going out, and we've already had two jump starts, black reverse, and I can't remember who the other one was, but they've already shot off. We've had a Red Bull go off track already, and we are kicking off down the straight. Actually, look at that Haas all the way back there. Now McLaren going up wide a little bit, getting on the grass. Everything seems to be okay. Astro Boys is through at a minute, but he's going to be... Oh, Rick with a little bit of lag issues there, and actually going to bring Brownie up. He's in a P3 already. So he's really, really starting to pull away. Actually, look, he's losing grip somehow there. Rick has just gone too wide, and Astro Boy's in P1. Brownie... What a start from him, up in a P2, Blackbird in P3, and Rick in P4. And it's just switched again. Speedy's now going up. Rick's going to go down the inside. Oh, look at that dive by Meta. He's through. That was very risky.
Get through there?
That is a very slippery pickle right there, but he's managed to get himself up in a P6, and now he's hunting down Rick as he's side by side with Gamesmirror again. Wow, what a start. Where did that all come from? They're still going. There's battling, or even on the middle straight. I'm seeing cars going wide, hitting the gravel, and the big collision. That's Ray and Meta. They've come together. Ray and Meta, they came together. Meta's actually gone off a little bit. I think he's got a full wing missing.
Took someone with him. It's Toro Rosso. I think it might be Mark Nicky.
I think it might have been as well. I want to see, because it was Ray that he actually connected with. I want to see if Ray's got any wing damage. He has, yeah. The left side's got some elements missing from it. So that's not good for them. They've really had quite a terrible session. All the drivers are waiting for these lights to disappear. When they do, it's going to be a drag race to the turn one, and off they go. Brownie looking pretty solid. Actually, look at the Force India. Speedy really pushing up for getting next to Astro Boys. They kept it clean. There's McLaren issue at the back. McLaren spinning. That's Mr. Zoxon. He's not quite got the drive that he wanted, but he's managed to recover. And so far, I don't think there's been any major issue. Oh, there's already a bit of contact further ahead. That is Meta. It's gone into the wall. Huge collisions. A blockage on the track.
Red flag. Got to be red flag.
Oh, actually, look, this driver's getting past, and that's pushed the McLaren aside. That is Mr. Zoxon, I believe, that is facing the wrong direction. And now you've got Rainbow, who's struggling to get past as well, and Rowe. Now Mr. Zoxon trying to turn himself around. Look, has not managed to get into the lobby, so already there's disaster on course. And how there wasn't a safety car there, I don't know. JJS getting 5-second stop, got penalty for ignoring yellow flag. Same for El Sergio for ignoring yellow flag. That will be an overtaking of drivers when there shouldn't really have been an overtake. But
that might get annulled later on, simply because they had no other choice.
Yeah, I think they had to get past, so that will probably be appealed. But as it stands, the top 4 drivers are exactly where they started. No switcheroos there at all. And Brownie,
fighty.
Let's take a look. He's coming up to turn 1. He's trying to get past Beef CS. It's going to be a little bit close. Beef CS Cloud get cracking with the Canadian Grand Prix. Let's see whose predictions are closest as the lights go out and the cars get their foot down. And look at this smoke kicking up there. A lot of the drivers got absolutely nailing for it. Will Wumper's trying to get some moves down the inside. Look at the speed there. Speed he got away with there. Oh, Brownie's going for the inside on Drake Bell. Drake Bell's getting pit maneuvered, and now the Force India of Ray Ray's actually on the inside too. Will Wumper's trying to go around the outside as they come up to, but he had to back out a little bit, and that means now the Astra boys is getting away cleanly, and Brownie and Ray having a little battle to go with it. Seeing a little bit of yellow flags thrown around. There's a little bit of a dive there by Harry. Wow, and he couldn't keep it going. Ferrari's manages to clutch that position back. Is he going to lose a position to Mr. Mouse? He's giving it everything he's got, and Mr. Mouse might have it because he's got the inside line. I think he's going to just... Oh, Harry held on beautifully there. Nicely done by him. And strangely enough, there wasn't actually that many positions moved in the top 10. I mean, Beef CS managed to climb up quite a fair bit. Actually, Mr. Mouse just did a beautiful move there on Harry. Harry didn't quite get what he wanted out of that hairpin. And we talked about it in the qualifying that hairpin will be the make or break for some of these drivers. And Mr. Mouse made it work. Oh, they're turning into each other, but it's going to be a collision with the wall. No, he managed to keep it out. I don't know whether or not Mr. Mouse got any sort of warning there. Definitely got one there for Slash. But Meta's retired. First DNF of the race.
Must have been the wall.
And more bad news though for Renault, Rick who actually started in P13 seems to have got involved in some sort of contact and has already had to pit and now switched to the ultra soft tyre. So